friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. This is what it's gonna look like when we have all of our characters open. Doesn't this look amazing? Look at this. Wow, please stick around. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below and please turn on notifications. That's a little bell next to it. That way you can get notified when we have our next video. And I can't wait to get this open. Please comment where you're watching from in the world, and let's get started, guys, right now. Guys, welcome back to another exciting video on Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. I'm so excited to bring you these two new Deadpool toys that just dropped. So you can find these at Target or your local comic book store. They're so awesome, and I can't wait to get it started. Now, we're gonna start with this one where it has the 5 color of Deadpools. Take a look at the back. If you'll notice, obviously the red one is Deadpool. The blue one is Fool Killer. That's right here. Marvel's Terror. That's right here. That's the purple one. We have Marvel's Solo. That's the green one, of course. And then Marvel's Slapstick. That's gonna be this yellow one. So if you take a look right here, it says, I recruit strictly from the bargain bin, which is supposed to be obviously hilarious. Help wanted. Questionable morals. Oh, and they're just other languages. Questionable morals. Looks good in spandex, and killer instinct. I would have thought they would have done it like this, but they didn't. So checklist English, checklist other languages. So this looks really cool. The package looks gorgeous. It really pops from afar. And let's see, it includes 5 figures and 20 accessories. And I can't say enough about how gorgeous the package is. Look at this. So this is from Hasbro. What you'll notice at first glance is, though, that it appears to be the exact same Deadpool cut on all 5 of these. It even has the same like pinky sticking out, it appears, on the right hand on all of these. So there's not gonna be a lot of variability. It even looks like the straps and everything are the exact same except for the color in the middle. So just keep that in mind. And then as I looked at all the different packaging, it looked like the blue one always had this leg kind of pushed out at the knee. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this open. If you won't notice, let me get another Deadpool character. Okay, so you'll notice these are going to be tremendously smaller than our regular Marvel Legends series. So keep that in mind too. And this package is probably going to cost you between $65 to $75. So as far as value-wise, it's probably not going to be the best value. And you may or may not choose to pass on it based on that. But that's the beauty of coming to our channel. You'll be able to see these wonderful action figures up close and personal, whether or not it's in your budget. So I do right away want to say my initial thoughts are I regret the size of these. They're so small. Like for this, you could do, if this is $75 at the comic book store, these are $15 each when this is $20 right here. So I don't know if this were, maybe if they were 10. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these open. I'm still incredibly excited about it. I'm sure you are too. All right. I want to be able to store this package too, to not be able to tear it open. So let's be extra cautious and careful with it, because it's a beautiful display case as well. All right, and take a look. So we have, bring this closer to us. You notice right here, they have excellent detail for the size that they are, and I'm so glad that they have double joints at the knees, but they do not have double joints at the elbows. So because of that, it's not going to be as articulate. And if you'll notice, it doesn't turn at the waist, it turns at the rib cage, which I prefer waist. So in any event, let's start taking our characters out. Let's start with Fool Killer. Just push them on out from the back. Let's bring this a little further down so we can see better. Okay. And right off the bat, love the way this character looks. Let's see. Let's take a really good close look here. Let me bring this a little further down, that way you can see it a lot better. Alright, there we go. It's a great looking figure. The arm's only going to come back about that far, so that part I kind of regret. The head, it's got great detail. Look, we can put swords back here. Looks like we can put a knife. Come on, focus. So we can put a knife right back here. We can put a gun right here in this holster. And the legs definitely got great articulation points. So that's going to be incredibly awesome. And something else that's you're gonna need to keep in mind is that you're gonna need to use these holes right here for the little stand pegs, because these guys are way too small and their legs are way too thin to be able to probably stand them up very well. So keep that in mind. So to display them in a moment, they may all be like kneeling or crawling or something to that effect, because they're gonna be hard to stand up on their own. All right, let's get some of the accessories out, like these two swords. These katanas look awesome, right? Let's just go ahead and put them back here. Ooh. They don't fit great. Alright. They fit alright. You gotta kind of push it to squeeze it through. Okay? So it still fits. So don't get me wrong there. And then we'll just say these on this side are his weapons, right? So let's pull this up a little bit. Once again, I don't want to ruin any of the packaging, and especially not the taping, because guess what? Won't be able to keep these guns in there. They'll be flopping around everywhere. So, in case you're wondering why I often use a butter knife, now you know. Because I won't tear the packaging. Does it take longer to open? Absolutely. But once again, I want to be able to maintain the package, not destroy it. So here we go. Let's pop the dagger and the gun out. Look at that. Man, these are small. Look at this. They still look super cool. They are just so tiny. Look at that. So tiny. But there's definitely great detail in these tiny little weapons. So let's put these in his hands. As a matter of fact, you could probably even fit his finger through that trigger hole. Alright, well, yep, we sure did. Look at that. So that looks cool. And let's give him the knife in his hand. And let's just say, yes! What do you think? Tell me that doesn't look awesome. I think it looks great. So, of course, you want to see some of this articulation right here at the ribs. I'm not super excited about that, but definitely cool. Alright, so we're going to put a stance where it's going to be completely way more dynamic than you would have thought, because he's probably not going to stand very well on his feet. So, let's do this. Oh. So, hopefully it's not too crazy of a stance. Ah, his legs don't go very far forward. So once again, one of the problems of having a really small figure. Okay, well that'll work. Let's put him over here. We usually start on the other side, but look how cool that looks. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. Look at this. Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's put him over here. There we go. That's good enough. Let's just bring him a little further forward. Okay, cool. Alright, great. Let's see who we're going to do next. Why don't we do... I guess we'll do them in order of the box, right? So let's do Marvel's Terror. In the back of the box. So this one's a little bit stiffer than the other one. I know it's kind of random. They all have that choker collar right there. Alright, the arms only go up to here. You already know that. This one is definitely a little more stiff than the other. We have these ball joint legs. Now they move quite a bit. The only thing is they don't go any further higher than that. So the knees do end up coming back a whole lot. But other than that, oh no, this one has a really like loose leg. That's okay. Once again, that's the danger of getting these. These aren't meant to be like really played with. These are meant to be posed and displayed, or just kept in the package. So let's see. Since it looks like these two already have their swords, that means that these belong to him, those belong to him, these belong here. So all these have to belong to him. Looks like they all have the exact same weapons. So this is essentially just the same figure 5 times. So keep that in mind. It looks like I got a blemish on this one. I can get it to focus. There it is. Blemish. What if it scratches off? Alright, well, we won't be too concerned about that right now. Let's pop the other weapons out. And then let's get these out without ruining the tape. So just let me show you how. You kind of go under it and then you just kind of wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's how we do it. Okay? And then you slowly peel out. If you feel it start to tear, you come from a different angle. Okay? Same thing with, oh man, this one I had gotten lucky because it had a little piece sticking up, but then I accidentally laid it back down. Alright, so let's get this bad boy out. Just fold it back a little bit. Oh, and our fool killer got tired and took a nap. Come on, tape. I'm trying. So we're just gonna have to poke out. Alright, it took a little bit of coaxing, but here we are. And I got a little bit of tape on my finger. Alright, so I don't know if you necessarily need to see all these weapons over and over and over because they're the exact same. So what I'm going to do, instead of showing you the exact same weapons and essentially character 5 times, I'll take them out and then we'll pose them differently. So that way we'll have tons of fun with that. But this one is Marvel's Terror. Let's put him with a knife back here so we can change it up, right? Cool. Let's see if we have a place for the gun. We do. We already said that. Put it right here in the holster. It's got a pretty nice with that. And this one, let's give him his katanas here. And this one is gonna look super cool, right? Boom. Now the wrists look like they only turn like this. They do not go up and down and back and forth. And then let me see. Same thing with the heels? No, they look like they might go back and forth, but it's just so fragile that I don't want to chance it. So, let's try this. Ooh. It just doesn't go far enough forward. So, let's try it like that. Alright, well, these poses may not be amazing because it's just difficult to pose these small figures. So these poses will be really good, but I can't promise that they'll be amazing. Unfortunately, just because they're so hard to stand up. Alright, so then let's do a like Leonardo from Ninja Turtles did in the Nickelodeon series. We liked how he had the sword upside down like that. So that looks really cool. And alright, let's see if I can get him to, come on, my friend, let's cooperate. There we go. There we go. And there we go. I'm totally digging that. Look at that. Boom! That looks outstanding. All right, let's move on to our next one. Next on our list is Deadpool. Let's get Deadpool out. Come on, buddy. He couldn't wait to come out. Look at this. Same thing, but let's give you a close look right here. Let's focus. Look how incredible this looks. Now, I don't know if it's on purpose that he's supposed to have one eye almost bigger than the other, because it works, but I think it's not on purpose. Just throwing that out there. Right? He's got great detail. And once again, I'll compare him to this one. Looks really cool for his size. Definitely looks awesome. But, like I said, this may not be the biggest bargain you've ever seen. So let's get his stuff out of here. And let's fold this back right here so we don't get attached to something. And let's pop all his weapons out. Okay. Nice. So let's get our Deadpool and let's have him do this like we did with this one. Once again, let's put this knife right back in here. Oh man. Whew. That was a close one. It folded all weird. Last thing I want to do is break that. Okay. Oh, and don't forget, the wrists don't go back and forth, they just spin. And they're a little tight, so be careful. This one looks like it's probably not going to spin for us, so I'm not going to force it. Last thing you want to do is end up with a broken Deadpool. And he's a main character. So let's get this in here. That'll still work. And let's bring him with a head to the side, like that. Let's see if we can get him to stand up. Alright, so looks like we accomplished our mission. We're not going to be able to get a super dynamic pose, but we were able to get him just standing up, so that's good enough. Oh no, he's starting. There we go. There we go. Move that a little bit that way. Cool. I'm digging this. And then next we have green, which is Marvel's Solo. Here we go, Solo buddy. Oh, this one I'm gonna be a little more careful about because we don't want his swords to get like broken or stuck, which has happened on other characters before. So there we go. Carefully did that. He already has the swords back here. And let me just tell you, like, look, these are super soft and flexible, which means they might either super stretch and break though too. So in any event, let's get a close look here. The real difference is pretty much just the color. The head doesn't have a whole lot of movement other than side to side. Kind of moves up-ish, but anyway, these are still very premium figures just because of the price. And if you're gonna turn anything that doesn't readily move, I would support it by, if the wrist isn't moving, don't just turn like this, support it by holding this so it doesn't move something else out of whack. So it's kind of like plumbing. If you just tug right here on this pipe, it may loosen the joint over here. So you need to hold here. So anyway, let's get this homeboy's weapons out. Pull it from here. There we go. Let's put this one with the gun on this side. There we go. Oh, it just popped right out. Alright, well, whatever. And there we go. Oh, there went Deadpool. And this one. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one, the elbow goes back even, looks like less. There we go. How's that? Oh my gosh, this one has super loose knees. Look at that. Look. That's, I'm sorry, not knees. Well, knees too. Knees and hips. This one, I'm sorry guys, is a dud. It's like super loose and jello-y. Well, since the arms and the head and the ribs were so stiff, I didn't even realize that this was going to be so bad for this one. This one's gonna be like a kneeling guy, I think, because there ain't no way. Sorry about this one, because he's just not gonna be able to pose very well. Boom. Do him like that. We'll say he was dodging being hit in the head and decided to duck. That's the story we're going with, right? Cool. All right. There we go. Deadpool. Don't fall down. Oh, the other one fell down too. I didn't even notice that. All right, that'll work. And hopefully our last one, which is yellow Marvel slapstick. Careful again, because you do have the katanas in the back. Ah, Deadpool. All right, let's see. It's raised a little bit right here, so we're able to pull this gun right out. This one is not raised, but it does have a... No, it doesn't. Let's see if we can get this up right here with our trusty butter knife. It's not looking like it. This one we're gonna have to cut out. There we go. There we are. So, this one's doing this little dance, and he feels like his legs are definitely a lot sturdier than the other ones. So, let's give him gun. But let's switch this one up. Put his finger through the trigger. Let's switch this up by putting the gun and the knife back here. And let's get one of these katanas out. And let's have him really have a super dynamic pose. Won't that be awesome? Let's see what we can get out of this. Let's have him being like, where do you think you're going? Which way do we want him looking? There we go. How's that? I think it looks great. So, essentially these are just the same 5 Deadpools, different color. There's absolutely, well, I want to say absolutely, but there's almost no difference between them. And I don't know, I'm gonna be quite honest. These are not super sturdy like figures. They definitely don't seem to be made to be put in a lot of action. They seem to be just more for display. And they're priced for display also, so keep that in mind. So here we are. Ah, why can't I get them to cooperate again? There we go. This looks amazing. It definitely looks amazing. So, let's get closer and let's take a good look at these bad boys. Look at this. So nice. Let's get up close and personal. Let's take some pictures here. There we go. Cool. There we go. So you tell me what you think. Tell me if you don't think these are amazing. So, be honest, these are probably going to be out of most people's budgets. But for those of you that are serious about Deadpool, big Deadpool fans, big Deadpool collector, these are definitely for the serious collector. They're not ridiculously expensive, so let me not say that. But since you have a 5-pack, it's automatically going to be a little bit pricier. So let's move on to our next set. Actually, it's not a set. It's our single Weapon X figure. Okay, and next we have Agent of Weapon X. This is another Marvel Legends. This is Deadpool. So the Agent of Weapon X Deadpool, let's see what it says on the back. And it says almost nothing. It's got a picture here that looks really cool. And if you notice, it's holographic. That's awesome. This is inspired by Marvel comic book art in Deadpool 57 through 60. Comics not available. Ooh, that turned. Alright, but look how great it looks. And before we even get it, well, let's look at all the art, because wow, look how great this looks. Awesome. It's not the same thing on both sides, so here's him eating a burrito, right? Great. And then, man, look how ginormous that burrito is. Let's get him out. Once again, I want to be careful not to ruin the packaging, because guess what? I'm probably going to storm back in here again later when I'm done. So, oops. Look at this. Man. Okay, so we have 3 sets of hands. That's awesome. We have 2 heads. That's awesome. 2 swords, 2 knives, 1 burrito, and 2 big guns. Those are amazing looking guns. Wow, look at this. You're gonna love this character. So let's get him out. And let's start by going here at the feet. Let's push out the hands. Push out the burrito. Wow, look at that burrito. Oh, can't even get it to focus. There we go. All right. Look at this. You're gonna love this. Okay. Wow, the detail right here on the hood already looks tons better. Look, you can see a little shape of an ear, shape of a nose, shape of a mouth. They did an outstanding job here. Look, and there's, of course, such great articulation on the head and the neck. Obviously, it's bigger, so it allows for it. This is all free to move on its own, so that looks great. It crunches right here in the abs. It's actually kind of weird because it crunches at the belly button instead of crunching up here in the middle of the abs. So I mean, it works, but it's a little odd because it's not bending here. So anyway, it moves at the rib cage again to swivel. So actually, I take that back. It does not. It has a separate thing here, but look, it's not turning, and I definitely don't want to break it. So that's unfortunate. We have the traditional right here where it moves in the high thigh, and we have 2 joints everywhere, which is a really, really good thing. 2 joints right here on the knee. Looks like we have a fully articulating foot. Does it move side to side? Because it doesn't appear to be. It may not be fully articulating, and if it's really stuck if it is. So it may not, friends. And so we move here at the shin. This is really loose actually. And this one's less loose, but it's still loose. So unfortunately, right now, he does not turn side to side, and this does not pivot side to side, it just goes back and forth. So that's already 2 downsides. Let's see. Luckily the wrist does go back and forth and turns. We do have double joints right here, so that leaves for him to be able to have much better articulation like that, because that we definitely need. And then all this has such great attention to detail on it. So I'm loving overall what we got going on here. It could have been done a little bit better, just a little bit, and I already told you why. So let's take a look at all of our accessories. We have our burrito. Okay. Let's start with the head, I guess. Let's move him over here. Better stand on your own. He's gonna fall down on us in a little bit, so just be aware for that. Alright, so it looks like he's injured in battle. At least his costume is, because obviously, you know, that's how he looks already underneath the costume. So that looks kind of cool. He looks super excited to be battling anyway. And then let's take a look at these swords. They're not taped, but they slide through here. And these they're kind of cool. They're not terribly detailed for how big they are, I will say that. Okay, set that aside. Our knives over here have tape, but looks like you can pop them out without taking the tape off. At least one of them. Wow, I don't even know how they came out. It came straight through the tape. Alright, so these knives have better detail than the swords do. It's actually pretty detailed. Okay, but it's probably just the mold. And then what do we got here? We got a really cool guns. Let's take both of those out. Yep, what'd I tell you? There he goes. Let's see if we can move his ankles back a little bit. Alright, ish, right? There we go. So, check out this gun. Wow, I love the way it looks. Love the way it looks. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this tiny detail right here. What does it say? Bang bang, it's so small. Looks like it's supposed to say bang bang and then Deadpool, but I just can't get it for the life of me. It's just so small, look at that. Okay, well, there we are. Looks amazing. And look at our other gun. Got great detail on this. I love the way the red shines, like candy apple. A little bit deeper, but still candy apple red. And let's take a look at the other hands. So we have another fist, which the fist matches that one. We have two open hands that hold weapons, and we have a thumbs up that can go with the burrito hand. So I guess let's take these bad boys out. Let's give them a whirl, right? Let's try them on for size. Alright, and then before we change the hands, let me first off say that I'm not a big fan of having both fists unless your character is going to be punching or boxing or whatever. So if I'm going to use a fist, I'm usually going to use it in, you know, in conjunction with another one. So I'm going to just not use the fist for now. So just know that. I'm going to leave those off. Oh, that one has a little cuff. Let me see. Alright, well, just remember, this definitely looks still very Deadpool-ish, right? Look at that. Here's a look at it. Okay, so do we want the thumbs up? Or let's do this one. Let's do the one where he's going to be holding something. There we go. Oh, and what am I doing? Going crazy. It's the wrong hand. There we are. And let's do the same for here. Now obviously this one is only meant to hold a burrito. So can't eat it through the mask. That would be one where we're gonna want to have it like this, right? So we're gonna remove this hand and let's put it with an open hand, a smaller open hand. And let's give him some weapons. First of all, let's put these in here. And they fit very specifically like this. Okay? And this goes here. And it's got like a little thing that stops it from going any further. In case you're wondering why I didn't put it any further, they both have that. And it stops it right there from sliding in any further, which is interesting. I guess that's how it wants it being displayed. Let's put our... Wow. Look. There's a gun here. But I don't see any place to take it out for release. Nope. If you know of one, you can put in the comments here, but it looks like these guns are meant to stay in there. I hadn't even noticed. This is permanently on, and there's no clasps. So I guess those are supposed to just permanently be like that. Okay? So aside from that, let's see where we can put these knives. Obviously one goes in here. Cool. And another one, let's see, goes in the boot, maybe? Nope. Ah, it goes in here. What am I thinking? Goes right in here. So, I don't know if we want that one, but let's put this one in there, right? There we go. And let's put this one over here. And then it has a little place for it to sit right there. How's that? Looks awesome, right? So, let's get our guns. Let's move all this other stuff out of the way. And yikes. I'm going to have to really cram this one in here. You hear that squeaking? And this is where our 2 joints really come in handy on our elbows. And once again, you're gonna have to like do this to cram it in there and then squeeze around. So, there we go. This looks awesome. Let's bring them down over here. Let's give them better posture. And let's give them like more of a confident and dynamic stance. How's that? So I think it looks great. Awesome, you guys. It's pretty amazing to me. All right, let's try one more with swords, right? Okay, let's spin these on out of here. There we go. And let's bring these swords on out. Just kind of cram it in there. There we go. And let's do what we said earlier, because this looks cool. But let's do what we said earlier with Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. Love how he uses that second katana like this. Boom. He's like bringing it up, and that makes it look really cool. Let's see. Let's bring it out like that. There we go. And let's give like this really cool power stance. If we can get him to stay. Yes, yes, and yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Guys, tell me you don't love that right there. I think it looks incredible. Looks awesome to me. So, amazing. Let's bring everybody back out here and let's wrap up today's video, okay? But I guess let's pop on the other head real quick. And let's make it a little bit more funny and comedic. Let's give him the burrito hand. There we are. And let's see how cool we can make him just chilling there, right? There we go. All right, cool. All right, and there's no way that you do not love the way this looks. Tell me that's not awesome. And he's huge compared to these other Deadpool figures. Look at that. Amazing. So, guys, outstanding. Let's take a picture snapshot right here. Great. Biting that burrito. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. If you have not already, please click the subscribe button below. Click on the little bell next to it so that you'll sign up for an alert. Every single time we have a new video, you'll get the notification. And please comment below what you like, which one you like the most. Do you like the set of these or him? You like them both? Where are you watching from in the world? And I sincerely thank you guys for spending this afternoon with us. So can't wait to see you next time on Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G.